Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory. Going to Yahweh. Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Krakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Salutations to all you occupants out there pushing this truth with all honesty and sincerity by way of the highways and byways, going on the streets teaching and preaching. Also, shalom to you sisters. Very few sisters that's out there listening and learning. You aqua. Alright? It's your brother Nayop, and I'm back with another news update. We kind of really gonna just get into it. So the dude that used to make they used to make gasoline out of plastic. The black dude that you see right there, it's been 2 weeks since he's been missing. So they probably got rid of him for sure. Or whatever the hell he's at. But anyway, it's a lot. It's a lot of T-app videos I have. The first couple was T-app, so it's fair use. Educational purposes only, and this is not for any kinds of monetary gain. All right, off of any of these videos, this is only for educational purposes only. Fair use. If it play.
They leaked the exact location of everybody who was on the T-app. Yo! The driver licenses leaked today from the T-app have been up.
Just so it can work better. All right, here we go. Fair use.
They leaked the exact location of everybody who was on the T-app. Yo! The driver licenses leaked today from the T-app have been uploaded to a searchable map. This may be the worst PI leak I've ever seen. Let me really explain this to you. They looked at your driver's license, got the...
Now everybody knows the T-app got hacked. You guys really thought it was a good idea to go on a new app ran by people you have no idea who. Put in your license number, take a picture of your ID, put all your personal information in, then the app goes viral, which is basically like shit to a fly for hackers because they know there's all kind of personal information in it, and the app probably hasn't spent much money on security yet. And now there's literally an interactive map where you can search up your guys' license info, driver's license info, and find you. You guys literally put your information out on the internet and put yourselves in danger so you could talk shit about men.
The male version is even 10 times devious. Yo, I saw the Philly male version of this. Niggas, I ain't gonna lie, I think a couple niggas got killed over it already, I swear. Niggas would post their girl and be like, yo, anybody done fuck with Shorty? Like, that's my girl. Niggas would just post a sex tape like, yo, dog, I cracked that last week. Niggas is hurting their feelings, so again, this is the new way, and I know it's stupid, but this is the new way of, like, it's supposed to be exposing the predators and creeps, but it's now turned into, let's figure out who these niggas are fucking, and the guys are like, I'll give y'all the drop on these whores. So, like, you go on the male version, they're like, yo, this is Shorty, the pussy trash head fire. This is her at name. Just hit her, and, like, they're giving the game on how to fuck all the chicks, and it's, like, by town. Some of this shit is on Telegram. I ain't gonna give y'all too much info. Some of this shit is an app. But I'm telling y'all, this shit is ruining lives. Couple niggas I think, got smoked over this. Niggas is finding out their girls are trees. Chicks is finding out that 10 of them are sharing the same man.
GMO, genetic modified organisms.
I see, in my life, I've never seen a particular topic that caused problem like this topic.
We cannot digest anything that's genetically modified because we do not have the fitting enzymes to digest it. Now the body is basically handling it as toxic waste. And this is what's so dangerous. That food is out dead and mutated, filled with pesticides or whatever it might be. The body has no idea what to do with it.
This is what real bananas look like, and bananas have seeds. They actually have seeds all throughout. This is real bananas, God's given bananas. And this is the bananas that you guys buy. Genetically modified. Obviously it's just not real. Big difference.
Nigeria has approved genetically modified food. You see that?
Take my word and share it with you. Please send it doesn't have to engage with you. I am going to put it out. Make sure that this video gets to me direct. Please leave Africa alone. No, leave Nigeria alone. Because we are tired. We have seen a lot of atrocities being committed around the world. Not to think they are embrace GMO. What GMO is happening? People are dying day by day. So African countries too, you know that they go to Russia and go and advertise.
Men here, and I'm not apologizing. I want to be clear about my position. Yes, I'm defending men here, and I'm not apologizing for it. The current dating landscape is already hostile enough towards men without adding anonymous reputation destruction to the mix. Yes, women, we face real safety concerns in dating. Yes, some men are genuinely dangerous pieces of shit, but the solution to those problems is not creating a system that treats all men as guilty until proven innocent while providing zero accountability for false accusations. This app doesn't make anyone safer. It just makes some people feel safer while making others genuinely less safe. When you destroy someone's reputation anonymously, that's not safety, that's power without responsibility. We're creating a world where men are afraid to date, afraid to approach women, afraid to exist in social spaces because any interaction could result in public humiliation. That's not feminism, that's misandry disguised as safety activism.
Facts.
The fact that 4 million women signed up for this app in a week tells us something important. There's a real appetite for accountability in dating, but accountability has to work both ways. It has to include facts, evidence, and the right to defend yourself.
Look at all them people, bro. And they got all their information where they live and everything.
Y'all remember that tea app, the one that gives all the tea about? So basically today it said that they reached a data breach and it released people's information. I paid for it because I was that fucking nosy. Look at my fucking account. No, there's no way. There's no way that I paid for the fucking
T-Up even robbed
It bothers me because there's a reason why young men and men in general, to our earlier point, are not coming up and approaching women. They're not actively looking to date. It's because of things like this. And I actually posted about this on my own Instagram, and the number of men in the comments when asked why they don't approach women or why they're not even trying to date is, I don't want to be the butt of a joke on social media. I don't want to be made fun of. I don't want to be mocked. I'd rather just live my own life and stay to myself. So these kind of apps, they're not helping. To all the young women out there that want to find a man, going on apps like this to read just smut about other people, it's not helping your case. It bothers me because there's a reason why young men and men in general, to our earlier point, are not coming up and approaching women. They're not actively looking to date. It's because of things like this. And I actually posted about this on my own Instagram, and the number of men in the comments when asked why they don't approach women or why they're not even trying to date is, I don't want to be the butt of a joke on social media. I don't want to be made fun of.
All right, listen, everybody. I can't go into too much detail, but there is some very, very odd stuff going on. I'm certainly under attack.
What up, y'all? That video you just saw is Julian Brown. I did a video on him a little while ago about his product called Plastilene. It's actually gasoline derived from plastic waste. At the time, he was having issues, being harassed. Sure enough, he has now been missing for 2 weeks. I feel with my platforms, I'm obligated.
It's not what you think. Y'all gotta watch this.
It's a little spirit. This is definitely spiritual, you know, and that's why. And right before this video begins, I just want to say that's why you got the elders and apostles, a great millstone on down, who teaches the likewise doctrine. All right, it's out there making these lessons, and it's out there going on the highways and byways. You know what I'm saying? Make this word be known. You know what I'm saying? Let it know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is coming back, and he's going to save his elect, and he's going to fuck up everybody else. You know, it's not no games, man. You know, we already in the midst, you know, Jacob's trouble, basically. You know, it's only getting worse. It's going to get worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have Yahweh Shem Yahushua, then you're fucking done for, man. You know, it's a wrap for you. So the best thing to do if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, get to know the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The father name is Yahweh, and the son name is Yahweh Shai. Always remember them names. Man, do some videos, man. Not do some videos, but look up some information. You know, we can't stress this so much. I mean, you know, enough. We can't stress it enough. You know.
So God told me I was with the angels. Listen, they were dancing, and there was so many of them. They were dancing, and I seen their wings. They had on these suits, and there was angels, and I got to walk. And I walked past the angels, and I heard God was talking to me. He was talking to me, and he was telling me, he told me to tell people to get their life together. He told me that is not what they think. He told me that everybody needs to open up their mouth and they need to pray. And all the judging, you can go to hell for judging people, even if it's in your mind. If you don't say it out loud, it's literally every little detail is so detailed. When I say specific things, I mean, he told me to come back and tell everybody the real, like, it's like he told me to say so much stuff that he was talking to me, and as he was walking me through the angels, like, it was thousands of angels, and he told me to tell everybody, get your life together. Even me, he said, do things right, forgive. Don't just say that you forgive somebody. Like, you have to forgive them. Don't yell at your kids. Don't mistreat them. Don't curse them. Don't curse nobody. Don't swear on his name. When I say it's so specific, it's so specific in little details. And then he walked me through the angels, and then he took me to the darkness. I don't never want to go there. I'm telling you, it's not what people think. And I promise you, you have to listen to me. I'm listening. It's not what people think. It's not what people think. And I'm telling you, I say, God, I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry. And he told me to change people.
See, what y'all gotta realize is that the elders, all right, and apostles, a great millstone on down, who teaches likewise doctrine, man. This is why we out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why we on the internet. That's why we do these lessons. That's why we do these things. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing to fucking look cute, or this ain't no, man, this ain't none of that. Like, this is a life or death situation, man. And Jake, if you don't get your life right, man, you fucked. You know what I'm saying? You gotta try your best, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta repent, bruh. Repent. Try to get your life right, brother, and repent that you get your life right. That go for you sisters too, man. You know. Well, yeah, it's powerful, man.
He told me to talk to people and tell them what I see. He's gonna constantly take me to this place and take me. I was in heaven. Listen to what I'm telling you, babe. I got to see what it looks like. It was not like how people describe it. I'm telling you, these, and I seen it with my eyes. I just came back. I promise you. I just came back. It's so, like, I'm so scared. Something is choking me, and I see my brother. And I seen this guy named Ernest from the dealership. I've seen him. And it's not what you think. Y'all gotta watch this.
Cambodia has called for an immediate ceasefire with Thailand as cross-border fighting is continuing for a third day, raising fears of a full-blown war. Both countries have been using heavy weapons after a long-running border dispute turned violent on Thursday. Thailand has evacuated more than 130,000 civilians and declared martial law in some border areas. Jonathan Head reports from the Thai-Cambodian border.
For a second day, the guns boomed across the Thai-Cambodian border. This is a Thai artillery unit. They kept this up until nightfall. The long stretch of territory on the border has now been emptied. On a 1-hour drive, we hardly saw a soul. But in among the trees, in schools and temples, there are now thousands of Thai soldiers. Though in this village, a handful of men had stayed behind, worried about what would happen to their houses. And nearly all the villages right along this border for hundreds of kilometres have been evacuated. But for those who've chosen to stay to look after their homes or their livestock, these rudimentary shelters have been built to protect them from Cambodian rockets. And there have been almost constant artillery exchanges throughout the morning, both outgoing from here and coming back from the other side. Their families have been moved far from the shells and rockets. This is a sports complex in the city of Surin. It's just a roof over their heads and a sleeping mat on the floor. Though the Thai authorities are running a slick relief operation with plenty of food and water, and even a designated area for evacuated pets. But it has been a traumatic experience. We heard the loud bangs, so we gathered all our important belongings, said Joy. We had to wait so long for a ride to safety, as all the cars leaving our village were full. Now, all they can do is wait for the guns to be silenced by diplomacy, so they can go home. Jonathan Head, BBC News, on the Thai-Cambodian border.
Well, Jonathan is still near to the border. I asked him if they...
So that video that I showed was accurate. It says 70-year-old woman arrested over alleged BOMB plot targeting net. All right, it says Israeli police arrested a 70-year-old woman accused of planning to BOB the prime minister at a hospital. It says she was released under restrictions ahead of a possible indictment. All right, on July 24th. Shit crazy.
A guy walked into Walmart in broad daylight and just started poking people up. Randomly, y'all. The fuck going on? So, y'all, this situation happened today around 4:45 p.m. So they said a 42-year-old man
walked his ass inside of the Walmart in Traverse City, Michigan, and just started randomly poking people up, y'all. Like on some Michael Myers type shit. They said he had a small knife, but that joint was deadly. So they said in this whole incident, 11 people were injured. 6 of them in critical condition right now. So from what witnesses were saying, they said everything happened so quick. He was going aisle to aisle looking for random people to poke up. I'm guessing that's the guy right there, y'all. Y'all, they said that store looked so crazy after that. Like it was shit everywhere. It was the red stuff everywhere. Y'all know what I'm saying. I don't want to say it because, you know, TT be playing too much. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on in this world. This shit crazy.
Deteriorating between China and the United States, with Beijing declaring it's prepared to go to war with America. The alarming words reflect China's fury over Donald Trump's trade tariffs and coincides with a dramatic boost to its defense spending.
China's President Xi Jinping commands the latest session of the National People's Congress, the calculated show of unity and strength, contrasting with the chaos caused by Donald Trump's treatment of America's allies and strategic partners.
You're gambling with the lives of millions of people.
The world entering a dangerous new era, Beijing announcing a 7.2% increase to its defense spending after the US president increased tariffs on Chinese imports.
If war is what the US wants, be it a tariff war, a trade war, or any other type of war, we're ready to fight till the end.
A threatening message repeated by China's diplomats in Washington.
We're ready to fight till the end. As Secretary of Defense, how do you take that? Well, we're prepared. Those who long for peace must prepare for war.
Y'all see what's going on in Turkey? Turkey is literally on fire, y'all. This shit looking like the fire that was in California. They say this fire is out there burning villages. As I speak, they say this fire is so crazy, already 10 firefighters are gone, burned from this fire. Y'all see how it's moving? Look at this shit. And once again, y'all, experts said this fire started when it was high winds. We seen this before, right? Why are fires starting when there's high winds going on at the same time? What do y'all think is going on? What do y'all think?
Y'all, this is the start of the great shutdown, okay? All right, I'm not here to alarm y'all, but did you guys hear the move that UPS just pulled? And this is only the beginning. It's only a matter of time until FedEx, USPS, and DHL and all these other companies get into the mix, right? So UPS has decided to buy out their drivers, y'all. They are offering their drivers $1,800 per year. So for each year they've worked at UPS, they're going to receive $1,800, y'all. This is crazy. And a lot of the workers, they're upset because UPS is actually a great paying job with great benefits.
Well, it's happened. They talked about the UPS buyout today, which honestly is a joke. Anybody that takes it is out of their mind. I feel like if you're about to retire or something like that, it might be worth it, but they're offering us $1,800 per year that you worked, which is nuts. I've been with UPS for 10 years. Like, that's a slap in the face for everything that we've worked for. So do not fall for that. If you are a driver, don't take it, don't do it.
I got the form. The UPS buyout form, and I got it. I've been there less than 25 years, less than 20 years, and I got it. I've been there with the company close to 10, driving 6, but if this is what they think we're worth, like how hard it was to get there as a driver, just to see those numbers, that's a slap in the face.
This right here should send ripples through the shipping company because this is the start of something, y'all. Yeah, let me know down in the comments below what y'all guys think about this. Like, follow, share for more videos like this. The shift is here. Let's continue to get.
Rather than inform your audience, inform the people that will see this either live or taped or a year from now or 6 months from now, that this is the point where you can no longer be a spectator, period. Because everything that's in the news today, when this will be aired, is not relevant at all. It's all misdirection. And I say it's not relevant at all, not because it's not important, because it is important, but the behind the scenes, the powers that be want everybody distracted with Epstein and the war and Gaza and Africa and all this other stuff. When I'm in touch with a lot of people in other countries, I've informed them that this activity is taking place now. To summarize it and make it relevant for people that may be new to this, Palantir, everybody knows that name. They are aiding and abetting the end of our species. Okay, so what I'm saying, and I will have the documents in the near future, is he's going to be sued by many people to begin the process of public dialogue, public policy, and your rights to your own brain. Now, there's already been laws that have been passed, and the governor of California just passed laws protecting somebody's individual brain and their personality, because now what's happening is the very symptoms of all this are happening because people are cloning their personalities, cloning their voices, and putting them into the internet. And this is all going to create, there's no law in anything in the world prepared to deal with this and what's going to happen.
My name is Ari Khan, and I'm the CEO of HawkSearch. I'm proud to announce that this spring...
None.
So what do you think specifically, and then I want to kind of break it apart a little bit, but who's behind this, but what specifically do you think is going to happen when we talk about an extinction level event?
Extinction, when I'm referring to extinction, I'm saying the form in which your body is in now, you go walk around and you don't have any wires attached to you. You're bathing in electricity and EMF and all sorts of radio waves and everything else. But some people are more apt because their bodies are being used as energy chargers for the cloud if they've had the kill shot. Other people that are not, that don't have nanotechnology in their blood or on their skin, or they've ingested, they still can be transmitted. Synthetic technology, or telepathy rather, their moods can be altered. They can induce modules of schizophrenia. So this is what's really going on. This is the end goal. So when the World Economic Forum came out, they're bragging about what they're going to do with everybody. Whatever they're saying they're doing, they're probably 5 years ahead of it already, and they just tell off the tail parts of it. But when they said they were going to get rid of a large portion of the global population, they didn't exactly say all the details in which they're doing. People presume that means we're dead. They're going to kill people. And yes, they are doing it, but they're using all sorts of soft kill weaponry to do it, to make it look like they're doing it. And they get everybody involved to be aiding and abetting that. But this is invisible. Can't see.
So who's behind this specifically? We talk about MK Ultra. Is this part of the CIA MK Ultra program? Part of your investigations?
It's part of whistleblowing? Yeah, this is part of the corporations aiding and abetting in the computer industry, the cell phone industry, the cell tower industry, and the satellite industry. Because you need, in order to make all these programs work, you have to have your subjects be fully invested and almost cybernetic with all their devices. In other words, I mean, how many people do you see a day that have their face in their phone open? Or at least 8 to 10 hours a day, all over the place. And you have people in the cafes. So this has already altered cultural behavior and biology. It's already got biological impact anyway. We're not supposed to be sitting in cafes in front of phones for 12 hours in a row. Okay, so this is already happening, and people are voluntarily compliant and falling into this. So there's effects that are happening about this already. But in order for it to work, you have to have the legal compliance of the states and everybody that are putting up the towers. Because you might notice as well that if you're looking, and I don't know if you've covered this or not, there's people on the Hill right now that have testified in Congress about the use of neurostrike weapons on the brain in targeted individuals. This is a legitimate complaint, because the first lawsuit in history against targeted individuals was filed by Anna Toledo, the attorney in Texas. This is related to all of this, because remember, to perfect weaponry or perfect a system, you need to test it. And a lot of these systems and weapons are being tested on the public unbeknownst to them, because it's coming through the electricity, because you're an electric being. Your heart rate and everything is an electric positive. You are affected by electricity or the weather and so forth. When you're surrounded this in your house, on your phone, under 5G conditions, it's basically micro-escalation to prepare you for 6G. When they put out the cell phones, we're basically training wheels for the public to prepare them for telepathy, because the effect of instantaneousness was altered by the user in the interface. In other words, initially this started off with a pager. You may remember a long time ago when people had pagers, and they'd always be looking in an anticipatory state, waiting for their pager to go off. They'd always have it in their hand. And then after that came the mobile phone. And then the mobile phone turned into the small iPhone or Android that we see. And then the effect and the alteration of our central nervous system is related to that technology, because it sped it all up and created the effect of instantaneousness. The effect of instantaneousness altered your cognition and altered how you interact with everybody in your universe. So they made stepping stones to get us to this part where we're at now, where the fusion of the brain, computer, AI, and quantum will be put into one. Now, that's why I came here, is to tell everybody that these discussions are going on behind the scenes without any dialogue with your so-called elected employees anywhere. Okay? So
who specifically, where are these dialogues happening?
Some of them are happening in Congress. They're talking about directed energy weapons being used on the public. Department of Homeland Security brought it up because I saw the video footage of it. And I know the person that filed the lawsuit because about a year and a half ago led me into this position. I was asked to go to D.C. to meet with somebody that was one of the top experts in neurostrike weaponry because this lawsuit had been filed in Texas and our elections were happening, and I was being asked to go deliver this information one-on-one to RFK Jr. because he knew about MK Ultra. I didn't have to explain it to him. When he interviewed me, he didn't even want to air that stuff. But I know that he knows. So I met with somebody in D.C. that's like an expert in this type of stuff. And
Boy, right?
No, I'm a girl.
Who told you you're a girl?
What? Mommy.
When did she tell you you were a girl?
Because I love girls.
What the hell?
I see. So mommy told you you were a girl?
Uh-huh.
The state of California says that I have to pay for the chemical and physical castration of my son as child support.
What?
I'm not going to...
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
We never intended them to be anything other than a slave. But they began to grow in number and in power, and eventually they fought their way to some freedom. So we became even more cruel, and to keep our black Americans down, we lynched. But yet they rose. So then we used the welfare system, the criminal justice system, to keep them down, to contain them, to destroy them. But yet they rose, and they're rising. Then we built prisons and jails to hold them. Yet they rose. And so now we are doing exactly what the Pharaoh did at the end, sending out a decree. Kill them.
You bear sole responsibility for your actions and your consequences.
Israeli Navy, this is a civilian vessel, Handala. Let me give you a lesson in international law. Any blockade that deliberately starves a civilian population is a violation of international law. It is not only that, it is a war crime. You have no legal authority to enforce an unlawful blockade, and as such, you have no authority to use force to enforce an unlawful blockade. Therefore, we demand that you stand down. You are responsible for the well-being of every civilian on board this vessel. As an occupying power in Gaza, you are responsible for the health and well-being of the civilian population there. Not only have you disregarded that obligation, but you are actively exterminating the people. You have engineered a famine. You are deliberately starving civilians and children before the eyes of the world. Our vessel does not constitute any threat to you. We carry only humanitarian aid, and therefore you have no authority to intercept or otherwise attack our vessel. We demand again that you stand down.
So y'all, the animals are definitely trying to tell us something.
And then the thing is, on the last video, people don't understand. You just can't say. You just can't go in other people's places and tell them what the fuck they gonna do. Them same activists got kidnapped.
Because check this out, y'all. Check this out. Now, this is in Colorado. This is not Yellowstone. This is in the Rocky Mountains. I believe this is Estes Park, y'all. Estes Park in Colorado. What is going on here? Y'all see this? Now, I'm sure you guys remember that earlier this week, we saw the myriad of different animals leaving Yellowstone. And now this is going on in Colorado when those places are far and wide apart. Just to prove to you that Yellowstone and where this is currently taking place, the Rocky Mountains in Colorado, it is 7 hours and 37 minutes apart. So something is going on in that general area that's called.
Now, this is breaking news. 2 minutes ago, Gaza aid has been intercepted by Israel, and they have kidnapped every individual that was on that boat. Y'all know that they went with aid. They had no... Now, this is breaking news. 2 minutes ago, Gaza aid has been intercepted by
Till
Israel.
next time, shalom.